joke instant.
It's good. Knives Out is good.
Then today I also watched MTFK, which is an animated full-length movie. It was MTFK, aka Motherfuckers. It was kind of weird, but I kind of liked it.
I watched the movie Ready or Not the other night.
The Fugees
Not the album.
biopic?
No.
Or bio...
No, it's about a woman who marries into the family and she has to play a game, and
Oh, yeah.
the game that she draws is hide and seek, but they got to try to kill her.
Yeah.
It's good.
I don't understand how how other people are married into that family if she just murders everyone.
So you have to draw. They do a game every marriage or whatever, and I think one person said they had to play checkers, another person had to play Old Maid, and one other person has ever drawn hide and seek, and then she drew hide and seek. So that's why.
I'm like, oh, this is the game where we kill each other.
Well, so like, oh man, I don't really want to say anything else.
I was like, that premise
I
to me
recommend it.
is dumb, cuckoo bananas.
Oh no, I recommend it. I think it's pretty well done. It's fun.
Have you seen Midsommar?
No, it's on my list. Have you?
No, I just downloaded it though.
Risky with these downloads, son.
Nah, it's not. Not if you know how to do it.
Did I tell you that Reed got busted?
Well, because he was probably uploading at the same time like an idiot.
No, he's usually pretty good about that. But he was downloading The Mandalorian, and they turned off his internet. Oh, also, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we can. But I'm gonna pass it along anyway. They're engaged.
Oh, nice.
They sent us a photo the other day. They wanted to tell us at Rachel's party, but they couldn't make it.
That's cool. Yeah. I guess I'm not super surprised.
I know.
But that's awesome.
Yeah. By the way, I'm never going to another house party again if they're like that.
They're not all like that. I mean, you've had house parties.
Okay, that's true. That's what I thought it was going to be like or something.
I mean, certainly it wasn't going to be like yours.
I figured it was going to be like classier or whatever, but I didn't think it was going to be like that. That was weird. It's intense.
Like,
There's a lot happening.
I mean, we're live, so you might be off mic, but I'm on. Definitely.
It's fine, man.
Just saying.
It got better. The first time we walked up the stairs was where I had a freak out.
I didn't really mind any of it. It's just that, like, it was kind of eye-opening to me as to what was going on with the person who was hosting it. Mm-hmm. I was kind of disappointed.
Enjoyed the dog walker.
Yeah. You mean the nanny?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. No! Uh-oh. I'm yelling. Stop yelling!
I think it's gonna be fine though. Oh, so I decided that the sleeve isn't done. I'm gonna add one more, and it's to this painful fucking spot right here. The creeper from Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, it's super detailed.
Yeah. I'll show you the photo. Which one's that? Oh, is it the One Punch Man?
That was awesome. Oh, he's carrying his grocery bag. Hell yeah.
There's another one of him. I don't know if you've seen far enough where he enters a tournament.
Yeah, I finished the picture.
And so he's wearing that wig.
Yeah.
So there's a Funko Pop with him in that wig.
Do you see Joe Ritlin in drag?
Yes. As a matter of fact.
So feel free. I think it's swipe right. Right? There's video. And this isn't even the best one. I'll pull up the best video.
Who's she supposed to be? Like, is it what's
He's
going on?
He's singing Four Non Blondes.
Blondes.
Yeah. You should be able to turn it up. I think I had sound going. Oh yeah, we took pictures. Okay, this part.
See, did he do it again?
Yes. So this one, yeah. He came out with a fucking strap on when the second showing.
I see that he did that.
I think I have a. Hold on. I think I have a better video. Oh no, that is the one.
That's interesting.
So then he.
Oh, I can see where this is going.
Yep.
All right, I didn't see what that was going.
I was dying. I was laughing so goddamn hard. Holy crap!
That's very interesting. I wouldn't have. I know he's done a lot of like DJing jobs at
So,
the clubs.
It was a
but-
customer appreciation night, so the DJs and the bartenders would dress in drag, and the drag queens would 10 bar and DJ. So drinks were really heavy, and they were like cheap, so they were cheap deals. Like I think I was drinking bourbons for $3, and so then Joe came out and did that. And it was hilarious. The first one, the 4 non-bonds one, and he just destroyed an acoustic guitar. He like slammed it on the ground, and it didn't fully break the second time.
They're not easy to break.
No, it took 4 cracks, and then he came out. He goes, "Am I a bad person for doing that?" I told him that I was worried for everyone around because it was just wood going everywhere.
Well, yeah, I like one time. My buddy Fort had a acoustic guitar that it was old as dirt, and he never played it. He was like, we should smash this thing. We were all drunk, and we were like, yeah, smash it. So like, we tried to smash it on the ground, like in normal fashion. That fucker wouldn't crack. So we smashed it against a tree, and it finally like smashed all up to flinders.
What, is that a bag of groceries?
Yep.
That's adorable.
I'm a fan.
No, you're not. I thought you were a human.
Nope, I'm a fan.
I thought about bringing my creeper Funko,
'cause I'm
but
so
I
cool.
didn't. Nice. I have another creeper Funko coming. There were 2. I got one from FYE, if you can believe that that's still around.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm opening this because I'm thirsty.
Wait.
I know. I'm just getting it ready.
Oh, cotton.
Oh, I had to bring him in a minute an hour.
Oh, I don't. Oh wait, yeah, I do.
You doing Derrick Henry?
No. Fuck that guy. Him and I are fighting.
Damn, I had it too.
And then you didn't. So who's the asshole now? Oh. How that didn't just explode when he pulled it back up, I have no idea.
Oh boy. Who's gonna keep my finger on that?
I wonder if they redid the cork structure, and that's why we had a.
We have a hell of a time sometimes, man, getting these. Holy shit.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Welcome to Pro Football Juice with your hosts, Nick and Jesse.
Welcome back to another exciting
Welcome to the cast.
Holy shit, my heart was not beating during that entire time, and then you finger gunned me. You finger gunned
Speaking
me.
of fingering,
Oh, wearing that championship ring, son.
wait a second. Did I point out this?
Yes,
last
time,
week?
yeah. So I keep wanting to bring the Lowe trophy, but I haven't gotten it engraved yet because the dude's closed until next week. He's usually closed
Don't bring
between.
that in the house.
Yes, I do. I'm gonna.
You don't-
Oh! Okay, I was ready for it to overflow. Almost, we had a little bit of almost a
How
mishap
did that
before it started.
overflow?
I don't know.
Watch
Watch
mine just.
we got Champagne in the house.
Yeah.
I was. Oh, that was a good one.
That was decent as hell.
Yeah, man. Hey, cheers, man.
How do you? Cheers. Oh,
Oh yeah.
I should really figure out how to make champagne. I just make a load.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. That could not have been pleasant. The eyes are watering.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jeremy Jumpstep commented on my tweet saying, "Who has Nick going fun Bobby again?" with a GIF of Kevin Hart. Not I tonight, Jeremy. Not I. You should put both of them on. Do you have both of them?
The other one's over there.
I need to wear mine.
The other one is actually from our league at the hospital where we were writing on the marker board.
Oh, nice.
And what's yours from?
I think it's not Pro
think it's-
Football Juice, right?
I
Is
think
it?
it's also the
I
marker
think it
board.
is the marker board. Because I have one for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't
I-
think I've won in this league.
I was big into I'm big into giving out championship rings instead of trophies. Because
I like my trophy.
I like the idea of having multiple on your hands. You know what I mean? Like this one's actually bigger than the other one.
That's what she
quite
said.
a good clip.
That's what she said.
I really like this one actually.
Hey, speaking of Tom Brady, have you seen Living with Yourself, the Netflix show? The show that the show that he got flack about.
Which was stupid.
It was
they
flat-
took
it was stupid.
They took it completely out of context.
I loved it. I loved it when he comes out and he goes, "First time, sixth." He's getting really close with his ring to
I just
the
want people to see it if they haven't seen it.
webcam. I like the.
Now I have to stay here forever until I
Yeah,
see if I'm centered up.
It's close. Move it over a little bit
Which way?
to the left, this way.
People are able to see it now.
No,
Okay, he's getting closer with it. This is in.
get
This is
closer with it.
ridiculous.
Nah.
Now we just see it. There we go. Look at that. Look at that thing. Look at that. Look at that.
Pan in.
Wow.
Pan in.
Look at that nut hair.
Look at them nucks.
Oh man. No, I just finished it today.
Oh, I really liked it. I watched
did
it a while
too.
ago, and I thought it was fantastic.
Except it ended, and I was like, all right, no, next episode. What's going on? Wait, what? That's it?
No, I knew it was ending. I knew where I was in the order of things.
I didn't know how many. I didn't know it was only 8 episodes.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, okay. And I also thought it ended in a way that it could just end.
Yeah.
Like, no need for
I don't.
season 2.
I don't think I want a second season.
No, but there will be one, I bet.
They gave you a couple storylines that could have gone for second season, but I feel like they also killed them in the same episode.
Uh-huh.
But I will say that without this isn't ruining anything, but I kind of want to know how they did that fight scene because that fight scene was really well done.
Yeah, I agree. Well, you can do anything nowadays.
I know, but yeah, that's true. You
You
really
could have a guy
can.
just wearing a...
But neither one of them looked fake at any point, you know. Like it looked like it was Paul Rudd fighting Paul Rudd.
I mean, you can just have a guy in a green mask running around in a
Yeah.
wig.
Yeah.
I really I like the show, but I also like how they made one perfect yet flawed,
Oh yeah.
like morally.
Yeah. We're kind of. Yeah. It's good. I recommend it.
Well, because he's like doing things that are obviously the wrong
Oh,
thing
yeah.
to do, but like,
I love the
Didn't
I
give
love
a
the
shit.
part where he takes the one guy out to the one open area and they're digging. He's like, Tom Brady.
yeah, is that Tom Brady? I like that part too. I got shock out.
I
of that
did
one.
too. I was laughing pretty hard.
Oh. Yeah.
Sorry guys, I was drinking. Now Jess is drinking it. They're all getting like stuck. It's like half burps. That was better.
When I made that noise, it reminded me of that Rick and Morty episode when he was in trouble, and he
Which
goes up to the
episode? He's
podium
always
to
in
make an
trouble.
apology, and Morty, he goes up to the podium and makes an apology, and he's like, "Oh, and they're like, "That's it, we forgive him." It's like everything goes back to square zero.
Is that
It's
the
like-
one where he? Is that the one where he's trying to? He's trying to
He's
get
got
stuff.
jewelry.
Yeah, okay. Where he's trying to do the right thing, so he ends up with what's her name?
Yeah, Jessica.
Jessica. Oh, Jessica.
He goes into the podium to make a speech. It's just a bunch of noises, and they're like, "Oh, everything's going back to normal. We can pretty much just."
Well, he tells the judge the. He does something about to the judge.
Yeah, he gets off for that, but then he goes out and
judge
to
kills
make a
herself.
speech. And it's like, well, it looks like with those a bunch of random noises, I think we can all just forget about this that it didn't even happen and go back to normal. Right, Will?
Just to give some people some context, Jesse and I are drinking champagne. What are you guys drinking? Anyway, I'm drinking champagne because Jason Witten most likely played his last game in Dallas, and it's fine.
And I'm
There's not
drinking
much else to drink.
champagne because Nick got me this bottle of champagne to drink.
Yeah, buddy. Thanks for drinking with me.
Yeah, thanks for. I got the next one.
Nah, man.
Why do you always rip it so it's so far down?
I don't like getting the. I don't know. It just happens. Shut up. I don't know. It just happens. Bill's staring you down.
JK, everyone, I'm a good older. Oh, Bill, you were gonna drink that, you son of a bitch. You're not gonna, you son of a bitch.
Let's see. Things that have happened since our last podcast. Freddie Kitchens got fired.
Hey,
What?
I got a whole Black Monday segment.
Okay, I just wanted to mainly say who's not on that list.
I just saw
Jason
something.
Garrett.
Okay, so one thing I got for Christmas was an Echo show from Brienne's
What's an Echo show?
mommy. It's like my Google thing up there with just like a screen about this big. It's like an Amazon
Yeah.
puck, but it's got a screen.
Why? What's the screen for?
The screen for is so now she can call the kids and they can video chat each other.
Oh.
She has one, and then she got us one.
What if they call you and you accidentally answer and you're in a moment of passion?
Well, that's why it's not. I mean,
Do you want to put it in your bedroom and we can test it? On
yeah, I
a
mean, I guess
passion?
we could try it.
I'll call you, say around 11 o'clock.
Okay, I'll just be jaying off.
Oh yes, yes. I'm gonna
That's my
wire.
normal jay off.
I'm gonna wire the server.
So no skin off my
I'm
bone.
gonna send it to Chatterbait. Make some money
Oh.
off you.
That's a good idea, actually.
I'll text you every once in a while. Hey Jesse, shift to the left for no reason at all. That was a good end to that conversation. A good segue, if you will.
I love that I can see like the the visual of the audio, so I can see exactly how long my burp lasted. Right, Bill? God damn it, Bill! You distracted me.
Oh, god damn it. How long have you been lurking back there, you miserable sack of shit?
You lurker!
Ugh.
You lurker!
You
You're
piece of,
upsetting Bill. Clearly,
you piece of dog poop.
Bill. Are you upset? That's a yes.
Yeah? Well? Yeah? Are you busy? Are you done playing with your cat?
No.
Okay.
Is the cat done?
It's the Brendan McManus Man of the Hour with me, Brendan McManus.
Oh my god, it went through my nose. Why do we even have songs?
I started the song and then said
It was silent for like 6 seconds. And then you started the song and then you look at me and you're like, is that Bill? I already forgot what you said because I was laughing.
Oh,
Man, that was funny.
you son of a cracker.
Who do you have as your Brandon Millionaire? If you don't have one yet, I can talk.
Gardner Minshew.
Oh, yeah?
I have no. Oh,
Oh, but keep
lump in my
talking.
throat. I have no idea why I have Gardner Minshew. This is a big one.
It is.
He was 295 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Led Jacksonville to victory over Indianapolis.
Do not swallow.
I hope he wins the starting job, Bill. What about you?
I picked Derrick Henry. Oh, you were talking to Bill?
Yeah, I was talking to Bill. Don't cut in on Bill's segment.
Excuse me. I picked Derrick Henry because they gave him the ball 32 times. He rushed for 211 yards and 3 touchdowns. And he, in that game, claimed the rushing title this season.
I thought about him, but I didn't want to pick him because he's an asshole.
Really?
Because I could have used 211 yards and 3 touchdowns last week.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
Super Bowl. And now they're like, oh, he's healthy now, so we'll run the shit out of him and get a boatload of points.
Dude, he got the rushing record with being sick a game. Not sick. Being out one game and dealing with a hamstring injury for the past, 8 weeks.
Derrick Henry has been a beast since about mid-season of last year.
Yeah.
I tell you, actually, I feel like the only reason that I was able to get him in some leagues is that people overlooked him, and I was like, oh, I think they're really...
Everybody always overlooks him because they use him and Deion Lewis, but that's not going to be the case anymore.
No, not anymore. I mean, in before it was, what? DeMarco Murray and him?
Yeah. It was DeMarco Murray and Derrick Henry.
Somebody else too that he
Because
had to,
Henry was drafted when they signed DeMarco Murray
right, and so he had to
or
like,
traded for
constantly
DeMarco Murray.
fight with him, and then like he never got a shot, and then all of a sudden, bam, he got a shot. No, wasn't he there when they still had Chris Johnson?
No,
No, that was a long time, man. You're right.
Chris Johnson played for Arizona when
Arizona, yeah.
Henry was drafted.
Yeah, so like it's just like it's about time he's finally like getting his due.
Yeah, man, he's solid. I like this article that's here. Winter Storm Henry is set to hit New England along with Derrick Henry. That's funny.
They shouldn't be calling excuse me, winter storms names now.
I agree. Why do they call winter storms names?
I don't know, they just started doing it.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
I hope the Titans win.
I hope the Titans win too.
I'd be really happy not seeing the Patriots any further in the playoffs.
I don't give a shit about that so much, but I do like the redemption story of Tannehill and Derrick Henry being a beast, and just Tennessee in general being good. I don't know, I like it.
Yeah. It should be a good game.
So I don't really give a shit who they beat. I don't really give a shit about the AFC in general. I hope, for Snowman's sake, that Kansas City does well.
I kind of am pulling for Kansas City. I kind of want everybody. I want everybody thinks the Ravens are going to go to the Super Bowl, which is why I want the Ravens to lose in the AFC Championship game to the Chiefs. Then the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl, and then right now it's the Niners or Vikings for me. That's who I'm rooting for. I think it's going to either be the Saints or the Niners, but I think I'm rooting for the Vikings or Niners.
Well, the thing is about it is that I don't like any other team. I was texting you guys that like I don't like any of the teams that are in the NFC playoffs. I don't like any of them.
Niners.
I just don't have anything against the Niners.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't really not like them, I guess. George Kittle's pretty awesome, but I heard he's a dickhead.
That doesn't surprise
Did you
me.
hear? Were you saying that?
No, that doesn't surprise me, but it wouldn't surprise me because he looks like a dickhead.
Well, he looks like a douche. He looks like he could be a big douche. But apparently,
He's got a Joker tattoo on his forearm.
somebody that I know said that he knows somebody who works for San Francisco in some capacity because he's supposed to be getting like a Kittle jersey or something like that, and he hasn't got one yet. And he said like, "Ooh, that one's pretty hard to get because actually George Kittle is kind of an asshole." I'm like, huh.
I just typed into Google George Kittle dickhead question mark. I'm not getting one. I'm hoping.
It comes back. You get a picture of George Kittle's dick.
I almost typed in George Kittle asshole, and I don't really. That's not a search I really want on this laptop.
What do you care? You're not gonna have that laptop in very long.
Starting to wondering if this laptop and my work phone is my like leaving pay because I haven't been at work in a week and a half or 2 weeks. My plant's got to be dead. I have a plant. But I've been working from home.
Well, you can't get in the building.
No, I can't.
I told Camille that. 'Cause
Yeah.
At her New Year's Eve party, I was like, "Oh, Nick was gonna come," and she's like, "Oh yeah, is he afraid of me?" I was like, "Yeah, probably." But and then I said something like, "Well, he's not even gonna be working there. You know that, don't you?" And she's like, "No."
Yeah, I haven't let everybody on. I haven't let other teams know.
And
But
I
usually someone emails one out.
Sure. And I said, "Yeah, like no, he's leaving. I think it's like January 11th or something." And yeah, he can't even get in the building right now. They yanked his access.
Yeah, it was like the next day after I had put my notice in. I couldn't get into the fucking building.
That's crazy.
Dude, so we've been running a fireplace. We had a fireplace. Em stayed home. Em worked from home yesterday, and I worked from home. So we did a fire all day. My hat smells like fireplace, like a wood fire. It's kind of awesome. So every time I put my hat on, I feel like I want some toasted marshmallows. Whoa!
It's like 'tis the season, city sidewalks, city sidewalks, city sidewalks, city sidewalks.
Brandon, what the fuck are you still doing here? Get the fuck out of here!
Oh yeah, I got Gardner Minshew because I just want him to win the job. We got a little waylaid there.
Oh, I kind of thought about doing Andy Dalton. He didn't have a great game, but he still had a decent game, and he's done as a Bengal.
I feel bad
I'm sorry. Can we redo Brandon McManus Man of the
You want
Hours?
Jason Witten?
No, I want Ryan Fitzpatrick. Because he led the Dolphins to a victory over the Patriots. That was the first Dolphins Patriot. Was it the first victory for the Dolphins since, against the Patriots since early 2000?
What? That doesn't sound right. You mean like
I think in Foxborough or whatever.
That makes sense. But I'm pretty sure they beat them last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like it was the.
But in Foxborough, that
I
makes
feel like it was the
perfect
first. I'm gonna see if I can find that. I heard it when I was watching the game. But it's awesome. I love that the Dolphins beat the Patriots.
When you're looking up that, I'm just going to go over some final stats of the NFL leaders for the 2019 season. So, Jameis Winston ended up winning the total yardage award.
Did you see the Bruce Arians quote on
Yeah, that
Jameis?
they could win with.
Yeah, he said if we can win with this quarterback, we can win with any quarterback.
Yeah.
Which is pretty harsh.
It is pretty harsh, but at the same time, Jameis Winston sucks.
He threw 30. He's the only quarterback in NFL history to throw 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions in a season. That's insane.
Yeah, it's pretty bananas. Yeah, 5,109 passing yards. Derrick Henry, as we mentioned before, had 1,540 rushing yards. Michael Thomas ended up with 1,725 receiving yards. Oh, Bobby Wagner had 159 tackles. Shaquille Barrett had 19.5 sacks. And Stephon Gilmore had 6 interceptions.
I'm going to throw McCaffrey in there for having 1,000-yard rushing and 1,000-yard receiving season.
Derrick Henry's last 6 games, since you mentioned him earlier, his last 6 games, Nick, were 896 yards and 10 touchdowns.
6 games? You
In
said
the last
896
6
yards? That's like $1.20 or $1.40 a game.
If he had
$1.20.
in his last 6 games, he would rank with that number, right? He would rank 18th in rush yards total, for the season, and he would be tied for 6th with touchdowns. And that's just his last 6 games. Excuse me. He had more in that 6-game stretch than Todd Gurley, Kamara,
Zeke?
and Bell. Le'Veon Bell had all
Oh,
season.
okay. What about Barkley? Okay.
I also spelled Karama. Took me a lot to get through that once I saw Karama. Karama.
Man, it's Friday, so I'm gonna have to go back really far to find this news, and I can't find it.
Dalvin
Okay,
Cook's
fuck it.
back to full strength. But we're down 2 corners. You know that.
You guys re-signed,
Marcus Sherrill.
re-signed or signed? Marcus Sherrill was on the Vikings, right?
We re-signed him.
Years back? Couple
in
years back?
fact, he's on. He's been on our team for 8 years.
Yeah, okay.
And then we had to let him go, and then we just re-signed him. He was
in the Dolphins?
I think
or
he
the
was a free
Saints?
agent, but he was on the Saints
Okay.
because I have him on Madden on the Saints. So at least in preseason this year, he was on the Saints.
That's not the best game to lose a couple corners.
No, especially with Drew Brees.
Yeah.
He's 70 or 80.
But he could have an off day, which he
Well,
doesn't seem to
the,
have.
The only thing that we need to do is get after him. If you get after him, then that covers up a lot of.
Oh man, I really hope the Vikings win, but it is an uphill battle for the Vikings.
It's an uphill battle in the playoffs, period, for the Vikings. There's a lot of good teams in the NFC.
You know what sucks is that Seattle right now has enough possible notable injuries that the Eagles could win because it's in Philly. They're down. They have Marshawn Lynch, who's old and fat, and they've got. They're going to be down. Who the fuck are they going to? Jadeveon Clowney's most likely not going to play.
The problem is, they could win, sure, but the problem with the Vikings is we have to play the best team, whoever the best team is. So if it's not Seattle, it's going to be San Francisco.
San Francisco's beatable, man. I think they're beatable. Their defense, something's been wrong with their defense, and my brother's been swearing it's injuries, but I guess this 1 week that they're going to have off, their injuries will come back. That'll help their injuries. But I really think they're beatable. I think right now the team the Saints is the most dangerous NFC team, and I just because they've got a complete team, man. But their
Although
defense,
Kamaro's been
Kamara's been off. Their defense has been shaky.
they're gonna do some crazy stupid shit with Taysom Hill.
You know they'll put Teddy in it because Sean Payton will think it'll throw him. God, man, beat the Saints so Sean Payton's face will do that fucking look where he's eating a lemon.
Like when the Minneapolis Miracle happened.
Yes.
Oh my god, that was fantastic.
Ugh.
I like obviously this ain't gonna happen again because it's bananas.
What if it did?
If it happened again, I would shit my pants.
What if you get a Dalvin Cook like beast mode run to end the game, and that'll be the new miracle?
Like a 99 or 100 yard
Like something where where there was a run. I thought there was a run Sunday where it's just like he ran in and like it was Damian Williams. Damian Williams ran into like 3 or 4 players, like hit them, bounced out, and took it to the house for like a 76-yard touchdown.
Dang, y'all. She.
It was pretty good. Hey Jeremy, not drunk yet, you stupid bitch. I think it's because usually if I
Drink beforehand.
yeah, that's what I have been doing, and I didn't do it today.
Here, you want to know some Super Bowl odds since we're talking about the playoffs?
Let's do it.
Via Caesars in luxurious Las Vegas, Arizona.
Oh,
Baltimore, I know that's a joke. Baltimore is plus 200, which means if you bet $100, you win $200. Oh. Put that in quotes, which is great because I don't.
yeah, I know. I don't actually know what any of the plus stuff
So,
is. So that
yeah,
actually,
so basically that means, and these are all in order, that the Baltimore has the best odds to win the Super Bowl.
yeah.
Followed by, can you guess this maybe?
Followed by the Saints.
No, idiot. I can't believe you said that. Wow. Whoa. Sorry, you want to guess again?
The Patriots,
No.
Chiefs.
Yes.
Really, they got the Chiefs over the Saints, huh?
Yeah, I think it's just because they think that the AFC is better. But next is an NFC team, I'll give you a hint.
Saints.
Nope.
Seattle?
Nope.
Are you fucking kidding? Oh, the Niners.
Yes.
I forgot about the Niners. That's guys. Again, I think the Saints are a better team than the Niners.
So, Baltimore, Kansas City, San Francisco.
Saints.
Yep.
Seattle. Patriots. What? Not Houston. Not
No.
Tennessee. Not the Vikings.
No.
Oh, the Packers.
Yep.
I forget. I keep forgetting about the fucking Packers.
Yep. And then
Seattle. Come on. Patriots.
yes. And then
Seattle.
and yes. And then who?
Vikings.
Yes. Buffalo, Philadelphia, Houston, Tennessee.
They've got Philadelphia over Houston and Tennessee. That does not seem right. Everything I've seen,
Well, technically, Philadelphia and Houston are tied,
I've seen power rankings having Philly dead last.
and Minnesota and Buffalo are also tied. Man, I should put down $100 on Minnesota and win $4,000.
Of the AFC, I'm not going to ask you this because you're going to think it's the same. You're going to think it's the Vikings for the NFC. In the AFC, who do you think is the underdog that could go to the Super Bowl? The Titans, Texans, or is there another one? I think it's just Titans or Texans
Buffalo.
or Buffalo. I would classify all three of them as underdogs compared to the Chiefs, the Ravens, and the Patriots. I do not think the Patriots will go. I have no idea about the Ravens and Chiefs.
I wouldn't count out the Patriots just because they have the history. This is like the first time forever that they've actually had to play in a wild
Yeah.
card round.
What is it? First time in? No, not 10 years. It's 10 years that they've had. No, I think it might be the first time in 10 years they don't have a first round bye.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to go with Houston. Even though I like Tennessee and I like them winning, I got to go with Houston. Houston's proven from beating tough teams that they can win.
They did beat the Patriots.
Like Houston, I think the Houston didn't just beat the Patriots. Houston made the Patriots look stupid.
I can't figure it out though, because like 1 week the Texans will look good, the next week the Texans won't look good, and then the other week they're just mediocre. So I don't know. I
feel like
I'm not. The Bills' offense isn't flashy enough for me. I think they're kind of they're just, I don't know.
They can win.
Tennessee's got a lot of momentum. I'd pick Tennessee right now.
It's not a bad pick at all.
Something about Houston. I don't know. I think that Bills Houston game is going to be a really low scoring game.
The what?
The Houston Buffalo game. Buffalo's defense is really good. Houston's defense isn't though. Man, I'm going to pick Buffalo to win that game though.
Yeah, I mean that's a tough pick. That's really a tough.
We're not doing say what picks of the week, right?
I had one, but just because it was Minnesota.
Yeah, okay. But that is a say what pick
But
of the week.
but at the same time, I was also like basically like, if you wanted to do it, if you had one, we would do it. If not, I would just not do it because I don't.
No, I don't really have one.
All right, that's fine.
Want to talk about Black Monday?
I have.
And do you want any champagne?
Sure, let's talk about Black Monday. So, what we know so far is that Pat Shermer is out in New York. Fred Kitchens, apparently is how I spell it, is out along with John Dorsey, the GM in Cleveland. Ron Rivera was fired by the Panthers, but is now the head coach of Washington.
Did you see
and
that
has hired
intro?
Jack Del Rio as their defensive coordinator.
Yeah, that kind of
Bill
scares me,
Callahan.
by the way, as a Cowboys fan. Did you see Dan Snyder's introduction of Ron Rivera?
He said Happy Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Is he just doing that to be weird?
I don't know. He looked serious when he said it. It's like, thanks
I think
everybody and happy
maybe
Thanksgiving.
we should look to see when he fired Gruden. Maybe Gruden got fired around Thanksgiving time. And he's like, haha, I wish I could have done this at Thanksgiving or whatever. I should look that up.
Jay Gruden, man.
Jay Gruden, speaking of, was fired by Washington. Now, and Bruce Allen was fired as the GM. Did I say that? No, I didn't. Now, they're saying that Jay Gruden may have a spot on Oakland's roster because of his bro.
Yeah.
Jason Garrett and company expected to be fired, but he hasn't yet. He's had multiple talks with them, and he's apparently doing exit interviews with the players, and January 14th is the end of his contract technically, so they're thinking maybe they just run it out.
Yeah. But what sucks is that if they're waiting, so, okay. I was hoping we'd have this podcast yesterday or the day before because there were some rumors that I had heard before Ed Warder came out last night and said he was a goner.
That's why we're good. It's good while we waited.
But it's also not official. Like, he's still on there. So there was one rumor that, that the Cowboys were reaching out to Lincoln Riley and some other coaches, and if they turned it down, they were going to keep Garrett. Another rumor I saw is that they were going to give Garrett GM control along with head coaching control to basically be like, Garrett convinced them that he wasn't able to fully do his image, so they should give him more control.
That's fucked
Yeah,
up.
that one didn't happen. These were rumors that I read about.
Like, holy shit, that's fucked up.
And then, but then one thing I've seen, the biggest thing that I keep seeing is that since the Cowboys are ran like a family, and Jason Garrett has been part of the family, like as a backup quarterback, and then as a coach for the past 9 years, and an offensive coordinator before that, they were trying to figure out a position for him in the organization, but then they were also trying to figure out a way to do this without being like, you're fired, get the fuck out of here. So that's why they're waiting until January 14th.
Which I think is what they're doing, but they could also be interviewing on the side.
Hopefully. I'm afraid that if they hold Garrett for too long, it's just going to, not only is it going to hurt his chances of getting a job later, which I don't really give a shit. They're ready to fucking take a year off. But it's going to hurt, the Cowboys already missed out on Ron Rivera because they still have Garrett in there. They haven't interviewed anyone, and the Giants and Browns have already started interviewing people.
Well, I haven't interviewed anybody that you know of.
That's true.
Here's another thing. One thing that I did hear was that if Jerry Jones thought he was going to lose out on a head coaching candidate that he wanted, then he wouldn't miss out on an opportunity to get a head coach that he wanted. So I feel like they're not threatened by anybody who's interviewing or getting jobs here or there. Like, I feel like if they have somebody, they already have somebody in mind, and it's not anybody that,
I hope it's Lincoln Riley, man.
I don't know. What do you think about Urban Meyer?
I don't want Urban Meyer.
He'll cheat to win.
We don't need that in Dallas, man.
Cheat to win. I
No.
don't know. The Patriots have been doing it for years.
I don't want Urban Meyer, man. I don't want Urban Meyer. I don't want Josh McDaniels. I want Lincoln Riley. And that's pretty much all or Jimmy Johnson. Bring Jimmy Johnson back.
You know what you should do? You should get Josh McDaniels, because if he backs out, you'll end up with a Frank Reich.
Oh, good point. Good point. But then will we end up with a Jacoby Brissett? Because that's not great.
No, that's not how that.
I didn't realize he only had 4 touchdowns in his last 9 games.
He didn't do. Yeah, I mean, Indianapolis as a whole didn't do shit the last half of the season. So here's another here's what I think is a little bit funny. So we already
Is it
went
the
through-
feeling inside?
What did I say?
It's a little
It's
bit
a
funny.
little bit. I'm not one of those who could just easily hide.
Man, my foot is as big as my Yeti.
All right.
Slightly taller than my Yeti.
So some hot names. Hot names.
hot
These
names.
motherfuckers. are Hot.
Are they names like Simone and Sienna,
No. Raven.
Naomi, Raven,
So Raven.
Emily?
Safe. The ones who are safe are Adam Gase. And this is surprising.
That is
Surprisingly
surprising.
safe people are Adam Gase, Matt Patricia, Dan Quinn, and Doug Marone. Dan
Mike
Quinn
Zimmer.
kind of surprised me.
Like, the only reason I say that, the only reason I know, I agree. The only reason I say that is because I actually read an article today where I said someone where the owner gave the GM and Zimmer vote a conference for next year.
Yeah.
And I read that and I was like, yeah, they keep going to the playoffs.
I honestly, I like Mike Zimmer more than I've liked any head coach that we've had since Dennis Green.
Yeah, I think Brittany asked me how I would feel if Zimmer, if she's like, she didn't know the coach names, but if Zimmer coached the Cowboys, went from the Vikings to the Cowboys, and I'm like, I love it. And she's like, how do you think Jesse would take it? I'm like, Jesse would be so pissed.
I would be
Because
so
he'd be so, she's like, you wouldn't think Jesse would want him gone? I'm like, no, there's no reason for any fan to want
I
Zimmer
don't
gone.
I like Zimmer a lot. He doesn't give a shit. And he holds players accountable, and he doesn't mince his fucking words. He's like,
Plus,
hey,
he hasn't had
you
any
suck.
eye issues in a year and a half.
Yeah, his cataracts all fixed. He gets to wear sweet shades sometimes. What more do you want? What more do you want? So, some hot names on the list of coaching candidates are as follows: Josh McDaniels, weird. Whoa, whoa. The Chiefs offensive coordinator and former Vikings running back coach Eric Sleepy with Bieniemy.
Dude, every time I see his name, I always say to myself, in my head, Eric sleeping with
Sleeping with
Bieniemy.
Bieniemy. It's amazing.
It's really good.
It's fun because I've known about this for a while.
Did you come up with that, or did you read it somewhere?
I don't know.
You can
It's
just
been a
lie and
thing-
say you came up with
I
it.
came up with it for sure, though. I don't know,
You
but
did.
for sure I came up with it.
I know, man. There's no one smarter. Knew you did.
Eric, sleeping with Bieniemy. It was probably my brother. But that is such an amazing and there's really great clips of him talking to Adrian Peterson because he was his running back coach, just ripping him a new one. Even when Adrian Peterson was at his peak, he's just man, you gotta fucking shit. Just the back and forth between them was very fascinating. And he's like, Adrian Peterson was like, man, you make me so mad, I'm gonna go home and beat my kids. He's so weird. He's so that last part was a joke, but child abuse is no joke.
Unless you're joking while you do it.
Correct.
Okay. Then the kid just thinks it's joking time.
Yeah, they get a good laugh out of it.
And then
We all
that
have a
kid,
good
when they
time.
grow up to go an adult, they go to a comedy club, and they're really thrown off when they're not beaten during the jokes.
And they're very bad at it. Ravens defensive coordinator Don Wink Martindale. This is real, by the way. Did you know that? So, Yeah, the Ravens defensive. Do you know who Wink Martindale is? He's like an old like game show host, Wink Martindale, like from the 70s and 80s. He's got like a.
It's not the same guy, is it?
It's not. But they call him. His last name's Martindale, so they call him Don Wink Martindale. It's fantastic. Baylor head coach Matt Rule. Who are you talking about that you wanted?
Lincoln Riley.
No. Is he Oklahoma?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Really?
No, I don't. New England special
Who was
teams
the last?
coach.
Sorry, who was the last one?
Baylor head coach Matt Rule.
He's the one who he turned down a
He turned
Browns
down
head
the
coach
Browns. Yeah, but
interview.
yeah, of course he did. Why would?
It's a fucking dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Just they're targeting Urban
Mike
Meyer.
McCarthy, who's got an interview with the Browns, I believe.
I think everyone, like Sleeping with an Enemy and Josh McDaniels both have interviews with Browns.
I would love if Sleeping with Bieniemy became a head coach somewhere. Don't do it with the Browns, man. Look
No,
out for your spot.
I guess I hadn't even thought about. I'm sure we've talked about this before, but I didn't remember that he was AP's running back
That's
coach.
how he got his.
So,
fame.
like,
That's how he got his.
Man, we need a running back minded coach because we should be a run first team.
Oh, you want Sleeping with Bieniemy?
Yeah, I'd take Sleeping with the Enemy.
Fuck yeah.
I love Sleeping with the Enemy.
Yeah, I would be like, well, it looks like Nick needs a Sleeping with Bieniemy jersey, just a C on it. Let's see, Minnesota offensive coordinator Kevin Stefanski.
Interesting, because of Kirk Cousins' season.
Yeah, I suppose. And
Do you think people though are looking at Pat Shermer and then thinking maybe it's the same thing?
you think that
Because Shermer-
Stefanski's the same thing?
Yeah, because Shermer got the coaching job because of what he did with Case Keenum and the Vikings.
Maybe that
And-
speaks a lot as to how good the Vikings offense can be.
Yeah, like their roster talent or
Yeah.
whatever. I still don't think.
Dude,
I don't have
Kevin
faith in Kirk
Stefanski left
Cousins
and went
still.
somewhere, and we got Pat Shermer back, I'd be like, fuck yeah, let's do it again.
Yeah,
Great.
that's not out of the realm of possibility.
It's not out of the way.
Like if Stefanski does get a job elsewhere, like if he does coach somewhere, absolutely. Like why wouldn't they bring Shermer back?
No, I mean, like, obviously Shermer and Mike Zimmer have a... But then, like, they have another good season, and then, like, he goes away again.
I don't think he would though. I don't think he'll get another head coach job for some time.
Wasn't he the head coach of, like, San
The
Francisco?
Lions.
Was it really?
It was the Lions, right? He was, and he flamed out.
I know wherever he
It
was
was like
before,
4
he
and
played
12
out.
season or
You
something.
know what I really like? I really like having former head coaches as defensive and offensive like coordinators and like coaches on your team because they know what it takes to win and they know the kind of pressure.
Never mind, I'm sorry. He was the Browns head coach. Okay, we shouldn't hold that against him
No,
though.
don't hold that against him.
That's ownership.
Let's see. Baltimore offensive coordinator Greg Roman, New Orleans defensive coordinator Dennis Allen, San Francisco's defensive coordinator, that Robert Saleh guy, he's kick ass. Cleveland's offensive coordinator Brian Dabble, I don't fucking know. And Urban Meyer. Now, here's one I left off the list on purpose because it's a little bit intriguing to me.
Chris Richards, Richard.
Yeah, Dallas's passing game coordinator / defensive backs coach Chris Richard.
Yep.
Richard, whatever it is.
Richard, I think. I was confused by that too because their passing defense sucked this season.
Here's why I'm intrigued about it. Maybe Dallas is waiting so long because they have somebody already employed.
I know
They can just like.
there have been rumors that they're looking at Chris Richards. I don't fucking remember. No, they're looking at him as the next head coach. But seriously, like clean house, man. Fire everyone, and then bring in Lincoln Riley or Urban Meyer or Josh McDaniels, and have them hire the coaching staff that they want. Because if it's Chris Richards or whatever, he's just gonna do the same. Yeah,
because he's not gonna want to fire all those fucking.
no,
and he knows all those
he'll
guys.
keep most of his staff. He'll keep the offense. Like if it's Kellen Moore, we're gonna have the same season as we did. Like, is Jerry Jones not learning anything if he keeps Chris Richards?
Maybe. There's no S in it.
Richard. If he keeps Chris, let's call him Chris. Chris, batch.
It's crap.
Jesse, you would make one of the best drag queens ever. I think. I don't know, man.
Maybe I gotta lose a couple
No.
LBs and
No. Oh, dude, there
move them around.
are plenty of large drag queens.
I'm not
Most
getting
of
out
drag
there to
queens are
dress without
large.
losing a couple LBs.
I get you. I get you.
A little lift, a little.
That's why they make
tuck.
Spanx, man.
They make shapers.
Shapers.
All right. Well, we're discussing a thing that's never happened in general. But.
If it turns out that they don't fire Garrett, excuse me, I've made this comment a couple times. The
will
tattoo
be
that I have on my arm,
Vikings fan.
I will be covering. I will have Darren cover my tattoo. Like it's because it's unacceptable. 9 years of it's the definition of insanity, man.
Mediocrity.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had good seasons like that. What would they have? Like we went 12-4. That
Dak's
one
first season was really good.
Is that 12-4?
I think so.
Because that was like Tony Romo went out in preseason with
Yeah.
a collarbone, and that's what killed
Man,
him.
that is a shame. I would have loved to have seen what Tony would have done with Zeke as a running back and the offensive line where it was. I imagine it would have been like that 2014 season. Which season? It was like the season right before Dak. He had an MVP caliber season. It was a season that it was a season where they lost to the Packers on the no catch.
Oh. The
that 14?
The Des Bryant one?
Mm-hmm.
I don't fucking know.
I don't either.
I'm going to do a jingle.
But
That sounded like a sound effect. Yeah, like a. I'm gonna do a jingle. I'm gonna do a jingle, and you tell me it's from TV.
Okay.
And you tell me what it is.
it's the Nickelodeon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nick.
Nickelodeon. My parents bought us an alarm clock. It was a Nickelodeon alarm clock
your
that we
name's
had
Nick?
all growing up through kids. I hope so. But when the alarm went off, it did the Nick.
Maybe that's what I was thinking. Because your name's Nick. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember how your name's
Notice you
Nick?
just put your ring on.
What?
What? So, Jesse, I'm only telling you this, and I guess all of Juice Nation, because I'm excited about it. I want to tell someone other than the people that I live with. When I get the trophy engraved, I'm doing a photo shoot, and I'm going to send out Christmas cards with the trophy
Like next year?
this year.
It's Christmas
They're not
Carol.
Christmas cards. It's just going to be, I won the fantasy year.
That sounds fine.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm sure you are. Everyone's gonna have something in their life.
It's the third time I've won that bitch. Seth and I are tied for most wins.
Seth?
Sethly.
I almost had two stupid fucks.
Should we change the name of the trophy to Two Stupid Fucks?
Two stupid fucks.
If I win a fourth time,
Tuesdays.
we should change the trophy name to me.
What is the trophy name?
Low. It's a low champion trophy or whatever.
It's lame.
Your face is lame.
Like if we won a trophy for my one league that I'm in, it's the George Hallis Trophy.
Okay. Yeah, who gives a shit about the Bears?
Well, the Bears fan who owns the trophy. I was like, "Are you kidding me? You're calling it a fucking George?"
Do you never want to win that thing?
I have won it.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
It was in my house right up there
Oh.
for a year.
Oh. Along with the other trophy, the low trophy, you had that up
I've
there.
had some trophies in this house. I mean, I've lost more than I've won, but I've done all right.
How's the Jason Garrett trophy?
No. Emily just said I can call it the Jason Garrett trophy, but I'd rather cut my fucking arm off.
The Jason Garrett Memorial. The Jason Garrett Memorial Trophy if he gets fired.
He's not going to get fired. They don't want to fire him. They're just going to let his contract run out.
Eric Sleeping with the Enemy Trophy.
God, I love that.
Let's see. Oh, there's a couple of things here. The NFL found no link between New
Yep.
England and the video crew filming
Videogate.
practice. Videogate 2.
Cincy. Patriots were accused of filming 7 minutes. 7?
Yeah, I think it was like 7.
7 minutes of
Yeah.
the Bengals practice or game?
When you think,
Game
no,
time.
it wasn't game. It was a practice.
Really?
They were videotaping the actual sideline. The actual sideline. You know. It's crazy.
Yeah, I thought it was a game, but you never mind. Practice it.
Yeah, I think it was practice. I don't know. Fucking,
doesn't
First
fucking
of all,
matter.
it was Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Like, they don't need that.
Yeah, why would the Patriots have spied on Cincinnati? I mean, they'll be spying on Miami now.
I talked about Mike. I talked to Mike about this a little bit when we were partying. And he was upset about it. Of course, he had been drinking, so I think he was a little more upset than he should have been. But I am under the impression that, like, even with some of the cheating or whatever that's gone on in the Patriots like thing, like, I don't think that cheating has ever made them what they are.
I don't think the Deflategate was ever an issue. The issue years back of them like stealing notes or whatever, maybe that. But I would feel like none of their scandals that they've had has ever affected their 6 championships under Brady. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
They've caught things here and there, and they could have been something. They could have not been
I
something.
think
but,
people want the Patriots to be,
like, they want them to be evil.
yeah, like
They want them
cheaters.
to be cheaters. And I get it because I'm not a
It's a
big
jealousy thing.
I'm not a big fan of people who are dominant like that. Like,
Yeah.
I hate LeBron James, but I don't.
Man, LeBron is having a solid season.
Yeah, just like I'm flopping.
I didn't even open that because I read the title. I'm like,
What did I say? I don't
It
remember.
was just like it was just something about how like everybody wants to suck his dick or some shit like that.
You didn't.
I think I tried and I'm not sure if it opened in time.
Basically, it was LeBron James, like, going down the court, like, alone, right? And going up for a layup, and someone following him. Didn't touch him at all, like, just following behind him. And then he, like, fell and, like, did one of these to the ground, and, like, they called a foul on the guy. And
I love NBA flopping. It's so dramatic. Flops aside, LeBron is still one of the greatest basketball players to ever
No
play the
flops
game.
aside.
Still one of the best ever. I
I'll give
won't
you that
say
he's-
the
I'll
best
give you that
ever.
he's one of the best ever. I'll give you that.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can say that there's any one player who's the best ever because, like,
Yeah, Michael Jordan.
no, because I feel like you could put
Michael Jordan above the rest.
based
I
on
feel like
position. You have to do based on position,
No.
I guess. You do.
No, dog, because there's pictures of Michael Jordan posterizing fucking Hakeem Olajuwon and shit. Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
I'm not getting into this discussion with you. You hate LeBron.
1, Michael Jordan. 2, Muggsy Bogues. 3, who gives a shit?
Oh man, I put Kareem. I put Kareem on that list.
Kareem is on the list. For real. Let me try to do it right now. Fucking Michael Jordan. Fucking Michael Jordan. Okay? 2, Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh, temps are dropping. The temperatures are dropping, so we gotta go soon.
What did you drive?
The truck?
Who gives a shit? 4 low it.
I'm not driving. I don't mind. She's
Oh,
driving.
just go slow. It's fine.
I tried driving alone,
3,
but they're
Bill
like,
Russell.
but she was like,
4.
"You're drinking a bottle of champagne. I'm coming with you." And I'm just,
Good point.
what?
4, Muggsy Bogues, and then Spud Webb, and then the rest of them.
You put Muggsy Bogues at number 4, huh? I don't know why. I'm focusing on the Muggsy Bogues one.
Well, you should, because he's amazing.
The best thing he ever did was give those Monstars his power.
Yeah. Ow! I didn't see LeBron James in get with Monstars.
No, he's about to fight them, motherfucker, if the rumors are true. Should we do picks
Kill
and
me
then
now.
wrap this shit? I can't believe neither one of us have finished our champagne.
It's because we have 10 minutes left. in this
Really?
podcast,
I
yeah.
feel like we've been podcasting for 3 years.
No, I want to talk about one thing that we've already talked about,
Okay.
and this is how the the All Pro list came out. There's 3 things that I dislike about it. 1, Christian we were talking about. Christian McCaffrey gets running back and flex spot. Now, if you're gonna have a flex spot, why the fuck would you put the same person in that's in for running back?
Yep.
Derrick Henry running back, Christian McCaffrey flex spot, easy. I've done
Yeah.
it for you. Don't be an asshole.
Yeah. I would agree with you.
2. You know? 2. DeAndre Hopkins made it in.
Michael Thomas would have been one receiver, right? Mm-hmm. Who would shouldn't have been like Mike Evans or Chris Godwin for the other receiver?
You'd think like somebody but they put in DeAndre Hopkins, who honestly didn't have that good of a year.
So I've been thinking about it today. Tre'Davious White was made a comment about how last year when they played Houston, he held DeAndre Hopkins to like 2 receptions, 30 yards or whatever. And he's saying how he's the best wide receiver in the league. They say he's the best wide receiver in the league. I would agree saying that he was the best wide receiver in the league like a year or 2 ago, but he hasn't really done the same thing that he would have done the previous year.
Right.
Like Michael Thomas is the best wide receiver in the league.
I agree.
And then I would have but maybe they have Evans and Godwin as a product of Winston throwing the
Just
hell
throwing
out
the
of it.
shit out of it, yeah. Maybe.
But then I'd maybe still put other wide receivers over Hopkins at this point.
I don't know. I feel like Hopkins was just like,
What about
let's put him in there.
Maybe Tyreek?
Yeah, Tyreek Hill. That's not a bad one. Fucking Stephon Diggs had a good year. I'm not saying he's like crazy all pro, but I feel like maybe numbers wise, him and Hopkins had like similar numbers probably this year.
You should find out the list of receiving yard winners this year because I thought, wasn't it like, I guess Godwin and Evans missed the last couple weeks.
I have it actually. Yep, I have it all. I have it all right here. So, for receiving, I have Michael Thomas with 1725. Julio Jones ended up with 1394.
Jesus, I forgot about Julio Jones.
Chris Godwin ended up with 1333. Travis Kelce had 1229. Devontae Parker had 1202.
Where the fuck was DeAndre Hopkins?
I have to go to the full list to get to. I only have the top 5. Keenan Allen, then Kenny Galladay, then Amari Cooper, then DJ Moore, then Jarvis Landry, and then DeAndre Hopkins at number 11 with 165 yards over 1,000. Let's do TD stuff.
Show me those TDs.
Kenny Galladay, who was listed above him in yards, had 11 total, which is leading the league. Then Cooper Kupp, Mark Andrews, Jared Cook, Marvin Jones-Jr. Devontae Parker, who was above him. Michael Thomas, obviously. Chris Godwin, who was above him. Then Mike Evans, Tyler Lockett, Amari Cooper, who was above him, Austin Eckler, DJ Chark, Darius Slayton, A.J. Brown, Darren Fells. Then at 16, tied for 16, is DeAndre Hopkins.
That's bizarre. It's bizarre that he got on that All-Pro list when there are clearly other wide receivers that had better seasons.
Yep. Stephon Diggs was only 35 yards
Move
short
past
of him.
Stephon Diggs, though.
I'm just saying.
Just kidding.
Motherfucker. Don't be a bitch.
I kept wanting to say Amari Cooper, but I can't.
Kenny Galladay had 18.3 yards average.
Damn.
And Kenny Galladay is looking like the better wide receiver out of the two this year. Where is Hopkins on that? Are you kidding me?
Forever young. Forever young.
That's not right. Is that right? Hopkins is not on the list in the top 50 of average yards per reception.
Really?
Not on the,
So why
not
was
even
he-
on the list.
Why?
Because he's a name.
Who makes
the
these
all
lists?
pro, the all pro team should not be names. The Pro Bowl is names, not the all pro team.
Who comes up with these all-pro teams?
I thought it was just like the fans kind of do the Pro Bowl shit. I thought the all
Associated
pro is
Press,
supposed to
maybe?
be the people who know about football. This is bullshit.
That is stupid.
That's two things. 3 things is that 1, 2. Oh, that's 2. Sorry. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. The third thing is that this is great, by the way. Eric Kendricks made it as a middle linebacker, and he didn't even make the Pro Bowl. That's weird as hell.
That is weird. Zach Martin made it on the All-Pro. I think he's the only Cowboy.
Well, I know that Eric Kendricks is the only Viking.
Oh, really? Not Dalvin Cook, though, huh?
Not
Oh, wait, duh. It was
Yeah,
Christian
it was-
McCaffrey
not,
for every
not
spot.
like Harrison Smith or. Yeah, it was. But Eric Kendricks was actually kind of a surprise to me. Yeah, so it's George Kittle, right? Ronnie Stanley, Ryan Ramchick, Quentin Nelson, obviously, Zach Martin, and then Jason Kelsey. Chandler Jones and TJ Watt were the edge rushers. Interior lineman Aaron Donald, Cam Hayward. Linebackers Bobby Wagner, Demario Davis, and Eric Kendricks. Cornerbacks Stephon Gilmore, Tre'Davious White. Safeties Jamal Adams and Minka Fitzpatrick. Okay, if those are your safeties, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive backs Marcus Peters, Tyrann Mathieu, and Marlon Humphrey. Which I get. Makes sense. Kick returner, Cordero Patterson's back on the list. So there you go. There's some fucking weird things going on in the All Pro team, which I don't think should happen.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going off name and reputation, it seems like.
And some of those, yeah, like DeAndre Hopkins, such a bizarre. Let's highlight the finalists for the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Okay.
2020. I'll just go through the list.
Do it.
Troy Polamalu,
Yes.
Edrin
Head and
James,
shoulders.
Edrin James, Zach Thomas, Bryant Young, Richard Seymour. Let's see, John Lynch, Reggie Wayne, Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce, all in this. Alan Faneca and Steve Hutch.
Hutch!
Viking guard. Here's fucking money. That's about it.
Ron.
Welch. I like Hall of Fame news. So there. Let's do some mother flibbin' picks.
What? Oh, man, you can't surprise me with these picks.
I know. It's coming out of left field.
All right. I think I can
It's coming out of
prepare.
left field.
I can prepare myself for this.
There's only 4 picks.
Oh, shit. It's fucking 3 too many. I think I'm winning in the drinking battle. I
It's not
winning.
a game.
It is a game. I've just
It's
practiced
not
more.
a game. It's not, you didn't practice. I got years on
You
you.
do have years experience.
Motherfucker.
I just practice harder.
She motherfucker.
I train harder, Jesse. You've trained longer. I've trained harder.
But not smarter.
Oh, man. Have I told you I miss our hangouts? We only get to hang out like once a week. You talk to Emily every day.
Yeah, we don't even get to shower anymore.
Yeah, what? Oh, yeah, we don't get to shower anymore together.
Yeah, sucks. Fucking sucks.
I miss our showers. I don't.
Whatever, dude. There's usually another guy thrown in there.
Usually old man ass.
I can't wait till I'm an old guy who doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. Just hanging dong because he can. He gives a
Hey,
shit.
Ted, how was fucking bingo on Tuesday?
That will always be the most bizarre thing to me is in the locker room, 2 old dudes standing naked, and just naked and naked, having a conversation.
Because they don't give a shit. It's amazing. It's like, hey, I look horrible, you look horrible. Our bodies,
We're both waiting for death.
our bodies are ravaged.
What is that, like 30 years from now?
Yeah, for me. Toast.
Yeah, I finished mine first. Bitch.
Not a race, motherfucker. Buffalo
But if it were, I'd
Houston.
win.
But if it weren't, I would win. And it wasn't, so I won.
That's true. I'm going to pick Buffalo.
You crazy son of a bitch.
It's
Just
tough.
might work.
It's tough. Like, Houston, I think, is a good pick. But wait, where's it at?
Houston.
I'm still going
I
to
don't
pick
think it
Buffalo.
matters.
I don't think it does. Do you have bubble anything?
I think maybe
I think it's a higher pitched bubble.
it is a higher pitched bubble.
Does that mean it's a smaller bubble?
I don't know. I think it's placed higher.
Oh.
It feels like it's placed higher in my. It's like right, like you know where the nasal cavity meets the mouth.
Yeah.
It's like right in there. It's weird. Okay, it's not there anymore.
Good.
Buffalo versus Houston. You have Buffalo. I picked Houston. I think it's going to be. It could go. It could be a blowout, or it could be like the Buffalo Bills defense just shut those fuckers down.
Yeah.
And then they did just enough to win on offense.
I think the fact that Tennessee beat Houston, which obviously it's a division rival, I think that's. I've got hope for Buffalo. Like Buffalo's defense is better, but their offense isn't better than Tennessee. So
I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to go for Houston or Tennessee because both have proven that they can win big games, but both have also proven that they can get their shit kicked in.
Yeah. I'm excited. I think we're gonna have some good football games, but yeah, I'm picking Buffalo.
I do feel like you could be right because Buffalo is kind of like the no one's talking about them.
It's
but
because
they're
like,
still a
no one
solid
really knows
team.
who Josh Allen is as a quarterback. Their run game is like Frank Gore will do something sometimes. Devin Singletary will do something sometimes. They don't have any huge, notably what they have a very mediocre offense, but a really good defense.
Did you see the
Brita? I have a Brita filter at home.
Bridge Iron?
Oh, the Gridiron Heights?
Yes.
Yeah, I did.
With the Bills Mafia?
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
I've been waiting my whole life for this.
Do it, I welcome death. Sam Darnold in the trunk.
Yep.
Do it, I welcome death.
Oh, man.
Good.
Can die on this one.
Tennessee versus New England.
Yes! I'm going to pick Tennessee. That's right. I'm going for the upset.
Wow.
Maybe that's my say what pick of the week.
Wow. We're not doing that, but
I know.
it could have been, yeah. Like I was thinking about that too. The AFC and the wild card race is very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a little bit more interesting, more so than
Dude, think about it though. Next week we can have the Bills and the Titans in the playoffs with the Chiefs and the Ravens. The Chiefs and the Ravens would just destroy them. Shit. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
the Ravens would destroy Tennessee for sure.
Yeah.
And they would be the ones who have to play them. Now,
I don't know if they could destroy the Bills. The Bills' defense is good.
yeah, I don't think they could destroy them. I think it may be a decent game. I don't think would they play them?
I don't know. The Chiefs would play the Bill.
Because the Bills are in the
Oh.
The Bills are in New England's division.
Yeah.
So they're a lower seed.
Yeah.
But Tennessee's the lowest seed.
Yeah.
And yeah, the Ravens would have to play Tennessee. But if Buffalo wins and New England wins, then I believe that then the Ravens would have to play Buffalo, right?
I think regardless, we're going to probably get a Chiefs-Ravens AFC
I'm excited
Championship
for
game,
this game.
and that would be so good.
I want to watch these games.
Yeah, tomorrow's games might be, you know what? Sunday's games are also going to be great.
I don't remember.
No, one game on Sunday will be great. One game I
So-
think won't be.
So it's AFC
Saturday.
tomorrow.
So it's the Bills and the Bills, and then the
Yeah, because
Titans,
these are in order. So Minnesota,
Yeah.
New Orleans,
That's Sunday.
the early game. Of time.
I'm going New Orleans, but man, I'm really pulling for Minnesota.
Excuse me. I'm also going Minnesota.
Yeah.
Thought I'd throw you for a loop on that.
It's like the first underdog team I'm not picking. Wait, are the Bills considered an underdog team?
Yes, seed wise. Right, Bill? You son of a bitch! You've done it again.
You did it, Bill.
Seattle versus Philadelphia.
Seattle.
I also have Seattle. Like, I don't know. This
They almost beat the Niners
So
with no running backs.
I want to go back to Minnesota for a second and talk about it for a little bit.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it shouldn't. Minnesota can win this game. The only reason we didn't beat New Orleans earlier this season is because we turned the ball over like fucking crazy. We can run with that. We can We can run with this team. We can play this team.
If your defense plays the best defense that they have all season, and Dalvin Cook rushes for over 1,000, rushes over for 100 yards and a touchdown or two, I think you guys win this game. Did you just wink at Bill?
You should have seen the look he was giving.
Guys, he looked slightly at Bill, winked at me, and then kept talking.
No, I looked at Bill.
Yeah. Wait, did I say wink at me?
Yeah.
I meant winked at Bill. He looked at me. I do. I do. I would have been,
only looked at Nick the way I look at Bill.
been fucking hard as a rock.
Bill, you look majestic as AF right now. I hope you don't mess around with me when I'm playing Madden later. Oh, spoiler alert, he will. That's a classic Bill move. Oh, Bill, you son of a bitch. What are we talking about? Oh,
Bill, and you winking.
the only thing that I worry about is that
Stop staring at your cat.
we are down 2 cornerbacks.
Yeah.
Mackenzie Alexander. Now,
Maybe Kirk Cousins will finally will have that $84 million game.
no, what I need from the team is I need Xavier Rhodes to stop being a bitch.
Oh,
and
he's
to
not the one
start
that's injured?
to be a good player again. No, he's not injured. It's not
He
Xavier
hasn't
Rhodes.
been good all season.
I know. I need him to be good
Maybe he's just been saving up for the playoffs.
because it's Michael Thomas we're dealing
Yeah.
with.
Ooh, is he shadowing Michael Thomas?
I don't. They won't shadow him because Xavier Rhodes doesn't fucking have it anymore.
Yeah.
It'll be probably a little bit of Xavier Rhodes, a little bit of Trey Waynes. But we don't have Mike Hughes, who is filling in very well, and we don't have Mackenzie Alexander,
Was
who's
Mike-
been playing excellent in the
Was
slot.
Alexander the rookie? Or was it Mike Hughes?
Mike Hughes is the one who blew out his knee last year as a rookie.
Oh, okay.
And then we had Holton Hill, who was an undrafted free agent, who also plays very well, but he was like suspended for the first 8 games of the season for being a bitch about drugs or some shit, or like PEDs or something. What?
He's reaching for you. He wants you.
Bill. This is one of my favorite things to do.
Oh, man. I took Mac on a run earlier, and that dog was so goddamn happy on that run. What do you think Bill would do on a run?
Not.
I think he'd just be dragging
He's
the
a
whole
cat.
time. Yeah.
He'd be like, I run on my own terms, motherfucker.
Cats are just boring.
No, they just chill, dude. That's what I like about them. Chill as F. What's she doing? Pornography? Is that why she turned away from us?
And were you looking at porn?
Oh, she sent you a text saying, let's get the fuck out of here, bitch.
Hope it's a nudie. It's not a nudie.
I was going to say, that'd be pretty impressive. Okay, I'm playing the outro. I'm always laying down the hand.
Did we do all the picks? There's still a Sunday afternoon game.
No, we picked
We did
Seattle.
that. Yeah, Seattle. Okay.
Thanks to...
Hey, thanks. No, wait, no. Listen to us. Hey guys, if you guys
Anywhere.
if you got
Podcasts are available.
yes, tweet us at Pro Athlete Juice #Juice Nation.
What are you going to say if you have TuneIn Radio? Hey, y'all, if you have TuneIn Radio, we'll all do that.
Fucking listen to us.
Fucking love TuneIn Radio.
Or Stitcher, bitch. It doesn't
that
matter.
every time.
You can also Facebook us. It's pretty much the same thing as Twitter.
Or Gmail. ProFootballers@gmail.com.
Watch old videos of us on YouTube. Always catch us live on Twitch.
Yep, thanks to Smoky Room Films.
Yeah, thanks to Arcadian Brewing.
Thanks to Emily,
Thanks to Brett.
the hooded one. Thanks to Bill.
Fran, the sick one. She's got a little bit of a cough. Thanks to Bill, obviously, yeah. Saitama. Thanks, Saitama.
Saitama!
Deuces! Fuck you, Brandon McManus.
Bitch.
Hey, didn't go off on Bobby jumps, did I? You bitch.
That was something special for the